Climate change affects every corner of the world, and decisions made by powerful nations can shape the global response. One of the most significant agreements to tackle climate change is the Paris Climate Agreement, a landmark international treaty adopted in 2015 by nearly every country. Its goal is to limit global warming to well below 2 degrees Celsius, ideally to 1.5 degrees Celsius compared to the pre-industrial levels. Countries set their own targets to reduce greenhouse gas emissions and commit to updating them every 5 years. The United States, one of the world's largest carbon emitters, has had a turbulent relationship with the agreement. In 2015, Donald Trump called global warming a money-making industry. Before that, he even claimed that global warming was created by and for the Chinese to make US manufacturing non-competitive. He has made many such controversial statements. In 2017, he announced the US would withdraw from the Paris Agreement, arguing it was unfair to the American economy. That exit became official in 2020. However, President Biden rejoined the Paris Agreement in 2021 after the Democrats came into power. Rejoining the Paris Agreement was just the first step. Biden set a new target for the US. This time, US aimed to achieve net zero emissions by 2050. In 2022, he signed the Inflation Reduction Act, a significant climate legislation in US history, offering funding and incentives to accelerate the transition to a clean energy economy. He also reversed Trump's policies, which allowed oil and gas extraction in sensitive areas and blocked the controversial Keystone XL pipeline project. Additionally, Biden also created key climate-focused roles like White House National Climate Advisor. After Donald Trump came into power on January 20th, 2025, he again withdrew the United States from the Paris Agreement. Following this, his administration implemented measures that have profoundly affected climate action and research. Funding for climate-related projects focused on cleaning up polluted areas and installing solar panels in low-income neighborhoods have been frozen. Key climate data was removed from government websites, restricting public access to crucial information. This action has prompted activists and advocacy groups to work diligently to preserve these resources, ensuring that vital data remains available for research and public awareness. Under the leadership of EPA Administrator Lee Zeldin, the Environmental Protection Agency has rolled back environmental regulations, including the carbon dioxide emission rules. These actions have sparked widespread concern among scientists, environmentalists, and international allies regarding the trajectory of US climate policy and its implications for global environmental efforts. The US withdrawal from the Paris Climate Agreement and cuts to climate funding will have serious consequences for poorer countries. Without US contributions, the Green Climate Fund, which helps developing nations fight climate change, is now facing a major shortfall. This means countries like Indonesia and South Africa, which rely on international support for their transition to clean energy, may struggle to move away from coal and reduce emissions. With fewer grants available, many nations have to take loans to fund climate projects, pushing them further into debt. Small island nations in the Pacific, already facing rising sea levels, will find it harder to build defense against floods and storms. Even countries like India may see slowed progress in areas like electric mobility or water conservation. This damages trust between wealthy and poorer nations, making global cooperation on climate action more difficult. Vulnerable communities will be left to deal with the worsening effects of climate change with even fewer resources to protect themselves. The United States must understand that climate change is not a distant or foreign problem. It is a crisis unfolding within its own borders, with extreme weather events becoming more frequent and intense. Wildfires in California, especially near Los Angeles, have worsened due to rising temperatures and drought, destroying homes, infrastructure, and forests. Heat waves in Arizona have become dangerously frequent, with temperatures soaring past 110 °F for days, leading to serious health risks and death. On the opposite extreme, winter storms bring heavy snowfall and freezing conditions, disrupting daily life and causing power outages. These extreme events are becoming more common, showing that climate change is not just a future problem, it's happening now. This isn't just about governments or policies. We all need to adopt more sustainable practices in our life.